Tyler from Aspire Sports. I'm going to be talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick signing a one-year deal worth $10 million with the Washington football team, up to $12 million with incentives, what it means for Washington football, and also what it means for fantasy football for the Washington team. So let's go ahead and get into it. Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in. I believe he's going to be the starting quarterback. Taylor Heinicke, yes, he did play pretty good against Tampa Bay in the playoffs last year, but I think that Ryan Fitzpatrick is just a better quarterback. Yes, he's an older quarterback. Yes, he did get benched for Tua, which was a really weird benching, in my opinion, a really weird timing and everything, but that's a different story. So I think he's going to be the starting quarterback, and I just think he brings a level of excitement to this team that Washington didn't have last year, especially for the offense. You're going to have Antonio Gibson. Terry McLaurin really going to benefit from this, and it allows them to attack different players in the draft to hopefully bring in a quarterback next year. Maybe Taylor Heinicke could take a big step. I don't think so, but hey, you never know. We'll see what happens. If we go back some years and look at wide receiver ones that Ryan Fitzpatrick has had, they are wide receiver ones in fantasy football. Last year was a bit of a weird year. Devontae Parker was a top 25 wide receiver when the two played in the games together. We go back the year before. Devontae Parker really hasn't done much throughout his pro career, but the year prior was wide receiver number 7 with Ryan Fitzpatrick in fantasy football. You go back, you look at Mike Evans, and you have Chris Godwin also break out that year in Tampa Bay that Ryan Fitzpatrick's there. You go back and look at his years in Buffalo with Stevie Johnson. Stevie Johnson was a borderline wide receiver number 1 as well. He can produce wide receiver number 1s. So the fact that he has Terry McLaurin is very, very appealing to me. And for me, Terry McLaurin is a absolute wide receiver number 1 this season. And I have to really do my rankings a little bit because I got to see where exactly I'm going to put him because I absolutely love this signing. Also, another player that I want to mention in terms of fantasy football is going to be Cam Sims. Ryan Fitzpatrick has also had a viable wide receiver number 2 in fantasy football. Cam Sims projects to be the wide receiver 2 next year unless they sign somebody or draft somebody. If they don't do either one of those, he will be their wide receiver number 2. Just double check during camp time. I think he's going to be a sneaky pick in your 2021 fantasy football drafts. Somebody who could potentially be like a top 35 wide receiver that's going to definitely fly under the radar. So somebody I would definitely keep my eyes on, Cam Sims. Obviously, we have to double check who they sign. If they sign anybody, if they draft somebody, we'll make sure. I'll keep you updated on that. But this is a very exciting signing for the Washington football team. If you're a Washington football fan, obviously you'd like to see a young quarterback drafted. And this offense will be exciting this season and definitely has the potential to win the division again with Ryan Fitzpatrick at the helm. So with that being said, if you have any questions about where to draft these guys or any other questions, leave in the comments below. If you like this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the video and have a great day.